So first couple things on the agenda is, like I said, we do have a phone number, and we did get a couple voicemails. The first two I'm going to play, maybe we'll just do them back to back. They were actually from our former MNL brother, Chad Polinsky. Looked like he left some voicemails during our last show, so let's go to those, and let's see what he had to say.
And similar to last episode, this is the first time that we're hearing this, so hopefully this is not quite as creepy as Sam Mackey's, but let's go.
So for the record, I did screen these, and I think they're a lot of it more appropriate than before, so let's hear what he has to say.
On the air? Hello? Am I on the air? I just want to give a shout out to MNL. It's ridiculous. I think, Jay Ricey is the second best beauty in the league besides Troy Otto in net. You heard it first. He's the best MNL goalie in history. Changed my mind. Beauties out there. Way to go.
Beautiful. And then also during the show, he left this beauty as well.
Hey, this is Che Shin Chong. I'm a long-time listener, first-time caller. I just have to call in and say I saw it all. Piercy gooned right, left his feet behind the net. He could have killed him. Rightsy faking, that's ridiculous. Cleanest player in the league, bar none. Go Deeks.
A couple thoughts here. I'll ask the questions is, one, that second email, is it racist? And two, his accent wasn't very good, and it kind of morphed out of the accent along the way.
Yeah, I think it's just kind of, Asian on Asian cannot be racist, so anytime you're like ting ting tong, it's always just automatically funny. But
that was racist.
But I agree I'm a white guy, so that's racist. But anyways, I agree that for being an Asian, Chad had a terrible Asian impersonation.
I'm going to say that either that's a really good character by Chad, because I don't believe him that he actually likes the Deeks. No Chad Polinsky of mine will ever say go Deeks. Or, he's just putting on a really good character, and he's just trying to be a guy who has a bad Asian accent. I don't really know.
The first voicemail, too, I didn't pick up the first. I mean, obviously, I was zoned in on the Troy Otto great goalie portion, but the first part of it, I didn't catch.
Something about Piercy being a goon?
No.
I believe that was number two.
No, first voicemail, there was like a Jay Ricey, best in the league or something.
I think he was talking about Justin being, top player, improving a lot. We did a lot of he was leaving voicemails when we were probably talking about him. Am I a goon? No. I mean, I'm about equal rights. If someone goes in the corner with me, I'm going to be as unskilled with, Trent as I'm going to be with Justin. I am what I am. We all have to be careful. If you put yourself in bad situations, unfortunately, things are going to happen. Hopefully they won't. And that counts for me, too. I don't want to get hurt. No one does. We kind of covered this last week, though.
I think Piercy gets an exemption here. Free pass. He's so fucking strong now because of his weightlifting. He doesn't even really know his own strength. So, 2 years ago, he does that nudge, right? Doesn't even
Don't
move.
roll your eyes at me.
But now he's just this big badass. So if you go in the corner, he's going to fuck you up.
I'm going to just let the cat out of the bag that this whole podcast thing was a big ruse. We now have both the league commissioners in the room. This is actually the disciplinary hearing for Piercy right now. We're going to actually put him on trial for fucking up right, and we're going to stick his feet to the fire. So I still stand with Wright. He's a most improved bender in my eyes. Had a great spring playoffs before he got unserendipitously taken out.
Probably the reason the Franks didn't pull it out, but what can I do?
Hey, everybody likes Justin. Everybody says seen the improvement in him. Unfortunately, things happen. Ben took one off the collarbone. He was hurt. I think we kind of covered a lot of this already.
Cohen's a goon too. Don't get me started on that kid.
Well, he's King Goon, so I think we're all in agreement there. So we did have another voicemail, though.
I haven't heard this one either.
I guess you technically didn't hear it. Maybe you said it. I don't know. I mean, it sounded like it was one of the Autos. I believe it was Uncle Romeo Otto. I'm sure he's a long-lost uncle or cousin or whoever, but let's have a quick listen real quick. Oops, I got to hit something else, and...
Yo. This is Romeo from Hazel Park. Long-time listener, first-time caller. What's the deal with Chad? It seems like he really likes to league follows the podcast. Always on Slack, in and out of Slack. So why is he leaving? Do you think he'll come back? What's up with Chad? Bye-bye.
Well, God, I didn't realize that all these voicemails were going to be all about Chad. So I don't know if there's such thing as too much Chad. We're going to test that theory out tonight.
Was Chad really talking about Chad, though?
I don't know. It's all about Chad. But since Uncle Romeo brought it up, I mean, I don't know who the guy is, but I do have my theory on Chad. He's really been a puzzler for me. As everybody knows, I drafted him on the North Stars 2 times. I liked Chad. Ty liked Chad. Everybody liked Chad, except Chad didn't like Chad. So always sad in the locker room and moping after losses. And, you know, I thought I was doing him a favor when I traded him to the Whalers the first go-around. Then kind of learned that he was kind of mopey Chad even on the Whalers. And even though I'm not happy that Chad's sad, it made me feel... Whoa, that could be Chad chiming in. Anyways, it kind of made me feel better that, hey, maybe Chad doesn't hate me. You know, maybe he's just always sad, which is sad. But in any event, I do have a hope that somehow, some way, Chad will just admit that he loves MNL, you know, like we all do, and just happily embrace the league and not make it a year-to-year drama. Like, is Chad coming back? Is Chad not coming back? It's like, we all love you, Chad. Just admit that you love the league and be a part of it, and we hope to see you in the fall.
Chad is the definition of the old adage, if you love them, set them free. If it's meant to be, they will come back. Just let him do his thing, and let him go out on his voyage, his journey. Maybe one day he'll come back to us and admit that truly deep down he did love us. As Chad's least and most favorite person, I can tell you, it's not the league that he hates, it's the sport of hockey is what he's hating right now. I think he's sitting here. He's probably watching right now today, and I think he's, you know, just enjoying some MNL right now.
And you know what? Let's face facts, too. Chad's a good guy. 2, Chad lives in Ann Arbor. I mean, if we had a hockey league in Ann Arbor, would I want to drive back and forth every Monday? No. I mean, I can see where he's coming from.
I totally understand that. If the reason that Chad was not in the league was, hey, it's just too far, I totally understand that. But I sense that even if he lived in Clawson, Michigan, it would kind of be the same in-and-out routine. Could be wrong on that, but I totally understand the travel. I can't believe that Sam Mackey drives his ass all the way from Ann Arbor to, grace us with his presence at Hazel Park, but I'm glad that he does.